There, this is Hillary here for another Healing from Within video. Today we're going to be doing a few standing yoga stretches that you can do most places. And hopefully there's something that you can incorporate into your day in some way when you need to take a little bit of a stretch to move and to kind of wake up the body, wake up your energy, and help you to get through the day. So there's nothing that you need for this practice other than a small open space. So finding that and joining me whenever you're ready. All right. So we're going to begin with a brief centering. We're going to do that in mountain pose. So for mountain pose, you want to bring the feet so that they're about hip width apart. Drawing the shoulders back and down and letting the arms come by the sides, palms gently turned forward. Let the hands be relaxed. You don't need to have active fingers here. The shoulders are drawn down and the crown of your head is reaching gently up towards the sky. Soft bend in the knees so we're not locking up the knee joints. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze if that feels comfortable. Checking in with your breath. Noticing the way that it moves through you naturally. And as it feels right, you can invite that breath to gently deepen. Lengthening the inhale. Lengthening the exhale. Feeling into your body. Particularly feeling down into the soles of your feet. Noticing your connection to the earth beneath you. Allowing yourself to feel rooted and grounded. And come back to the breath and see if you can maybe make your breath just a little bit bigger, deeper as you feel yourself supported by the earth. Drawing the breath into the belly. Relaxing the breath, relaxing the belly on the out breath. And either continuing to breathe in this way or drawing the breath from the belly up into the ribs and all the way up to the chest. Exhaling all the way back down and staying chest, ribs, and belly. Taking a few rounds of breath just like this. Letting yourself settle into your own rhythm and pace. Finding a comfortable way of breathing that is comfortable as well as full. And letting that breath continue. Shifting your focus to, again, soles of the feet, feeling that connection. We're going to imagine really building ourselves from the bottom up here. So settling down into the feet, you might lift the toes, spread them wide, and place them back down. Shifting a little forward and back, feeling the weight shift between the balls of the feet and the heels. And letting yourself stop or pause or land in the center. The weight is evenly distributed. Mentioned a soft bend in the knees, but from there, you rise up and stack the hips on top of the knees. And then up again, stacking the shoulders on top of the hips. Deep breath in as you lift your arms or your shoulders up. Deep breath out as you relax your shoulders down. We're going to take 3 deep breaths to begin. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale. Do it again in through the nose. Exhale. And one more time. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes or lift your gaze. I'm going to start by extending the arms out to the side. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Big breath in as you reach the arms all the way up and overhead. Good. And then release the arms all the way back down. And as you do, gently sinking into the knees. Big breath in, arms come out. Now you might grow a little bit taller, reach yourself up a bit more, and then deep breath out. Again, kind of landing in the legs, bending the knees gently. Do that one more time. Good. This time we're going to inhale, lift the arms up. And we'll open to a twist on the exhale. So one arm will come back behind you, one arm will come forward. And then again, inhale, both arms join in center, and then exhale, we open up for a twist on the opposite side. The one arm extends straight back, the other arm extends straight forward. Inhale, open for a twist, exhale, inhale, twisting open, exhale. One more time on each side. Good. Exhale, release the arms all the way back down. Good. Give a little roll to your shoulders. Let go of any tension there. So we move through a bit of a twist here, starting with first just the upper kind of thoracic spine. We're going to focus on twisting the rib cage area, and then we're going to turn it into more of a whole body twist. So for this first twist, arms are going to be relaxed down by the side. And we're going to start by just bringing the arms. One will come back behind us and one will come forward, just like this. So twisting over to the right. Arms will come out and then we'll twist over to the left. You can even bring your hand towards your opposite shoulder if you want to. Put it out. Twist. Out. Twist. Out. Twist. And one more time on the other side. Good. And then come back to center. Notice how that feels. And we're going to, again, as I mentioned, we're going to turn this into a bit of a larger twist. So you might separate the feet a little wider for a wider base of support. And then this twist now is going to involve everything in this whole upper body. So before we were focusing on rib cage area, now it's going to be from the waist all the way up. So arms will be down by the sides, relax, take a deep breath in. Good, and we're going to start to twist over to the other side. Your hands can come, one will come back behind you, gently knocking on the low back, and the other can come to the opposite hip or up to the opposite shoulder, whatever feels better for you. All right, so twist to the right and then the left. For me, I tend to do hands to the waist area. And as you do, one foot will lift up. So as I'm twisting over to the right, my left heel lifts. As I'm twisting to the left, my right heel lifts. You come up onto the toe or the ball of the foot. Gently tapping or massaging the kidneys with the hands in the back body. And then start to slowly start to slowly bring yourself back to stillness. So letting the arms slowly return to the sides, let yourself come back to center. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. Beautiful. So from here, lift the arms out at shoulder height. Take a nice deep breath in. We're going to open the heart. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another. And then as you exhale, sweep the arms forward, bend your knees, and really round your spine. Reaching forward. Big breath in, we open. Big breath out, we round. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more time, exhale forward. Beautiful. Come back to center. Pause, breathe, and feel here. Bringing your right hand to your right hip, extend your left arm up and overhead. Take a nice deep breath in, lengthening through the left side body. Deep breath out, lean up and over. Good, so if this feels pretty good, you feel like you can go a little bit deeper, you could take your right hand, reach up and grab your left wrist, pull yourself a little bit further into the stretch. But as I just did, I started to twist my body. And what you want to do is not twist your body that way. You want to stay stacked so that everything is kind of in one line here. Good. Come back up through center, release this arm down, take a nice big shoulder roll. And then left hand to left hip, right arm out to the side, big inhale, big exhale up and over. And you could stay here, or if you'd like, you can take this bottom arm, reach up to the top wrist, pull yourself a little bit deeper, only if that feels safe. Good, and then we'll return back to center, releasing both arms down, taking a big shoulder roll. Good, and let that go. Taking a deep breath in, and deep breath out. Beautiful. Coming into a bit of a stretch for the legs. I'm going to turn just so you can see me a little bit better, but you can stay facing in the same direction. So for this one, hands come to the hips, and we'll find ourselves nice and steady, grounded in the feet. And we're going to take our right foot back behind us, rest on the top of the foot. And we're going to start to kind of roll over on the toes. We're working through the ankle. We can move a couple of times in each direction. And then step that foot forward, bring the opposite foot back. Same thing, resting on the top of the foot and just start to roll. A couple of times in one direction and then a couple of times in the other direction. Beautiful. Step that foot forward. And you can bring the feet together. Bend into the knees. Hands can come down to the knees. And we're going to start to circle in this way. Circling the knees a few times around in one direction and then a few times around in the other direction. Good. And coming up to stillness. And then doing a little bit of a stretch for the neck. We're going to start to draw circles with the nose. So starting with slow, small circles. And then letting those circles get bigger. And then circling the other way. And bring that to stillness when you're ready. Beautiful. Soft bend in the knees. We go through another stretch for the body, another movement for the spine. This one can be a little bit tricky at first if you haven't done it before. So some of these stretches come from an Ayurvedic practice, or Ayurveda is in lifestyle science that is indigenous to India. And so there is something called the Dasha Chalana, which is the 10 turnings. So 10 movements that we can go through to really open up, all of the joints in the body and support our overall health and well-being. So the next one is called the snake, according to this tradition. And for this one, we bend into the knees, and let our upper body kind of be heavy or limp. We start almost like a ripple through the body, if you imagine like how a snake would move. So you slowly start to ripple up the spine, and then you bend the back, bend the knees, and ripple up again. Good, so tailbone points out, we squeeze the shoulder blades together as we sink down, and then you bend the knees, straighten the knees as you ripple up, shoulders come up and bend it down again. And to the side so you can see from that way. Good, one more time. Beautiful. And then come up to center, take a deep breath in. On breath out. Beautiful. So again, you can stay spaced in the same direction. I'm just going to move a little bit so you can better see what I'm doing. So we'll extend one foot out. You might take a step back with the opposite foot, just creating a little bit of a wider stance. Both feet are pointed forward. You can separate the feet about shoulder width apart. Hands come to the hips. Take a deep breath in as you lift and lengthen, and then a deep breath out as you lean gently forward. So you don't have to come very far forward for this one, but you want to keep the back straight. So leaning out and over that front leg, try to keep the hips level, square, forward. And then slowly lifting up. Now we'll take the back foot, step a little bit further back as we bend into the front knee, so creating more of a lunge position here. A little bit of balance required since we're balancing on the ball of the back foot. If this feels like plenty, you can just stay with the hands on the hips or bring the hands to the heart. Or if you'd like a little bit more, you can bring the arms up and overhead. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Another deep breath in. And then when you're ready, release the arms down. We'll slowly step back foot forward towards the front. Pausing here, feeling the difference between the two sides. And repeating those two on the other side. So stepping forward with the opposite foot. Both feet are pointing forward, the toes are pointing forward. Hands come to the hips. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly lean out and over the front leg. You might choose to widen your stance a little bit or shorten it, depending on what feels good to you. You might feel like you could use a little bit more of a stretch, in which case you could separate the feet a bit further. Good. Press down into the feet. Pull your navel towards your spine as you come up. And now again, we're going to step back with the back foot a little bit more and bend into the front knee. We're coming onto the ball of the back foot. Good. So a little bit of a balance challenge. Hands can stay on the hips, or hands could come to the heart, or hands could come up and overhead. Big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, releasing the arms down if you've lifted them. And then stepping the back foot forward, bringing the feet together. Bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath in. Checking in with your body, noticing where you might feel a little bit more energy. We're going to do two more movements or stretches that will bring in a little bit more energy. And then we'll start to settle it back down. So of course, if you're already feeling like you have a lot of energy, you might not need to bring in more. So you could skip these altogether. We're going to start by bringing the feet so that they are about hip distance apart, bending into the knees and sitting the hips back. You can bring your hands to your heart. You can even bring them at the sides if you want. Guys, coming into a position called chair pose. Good. So this is a pose that builds some heat in the body. If you'd like a little more challenge, you could bring the arms up. I like to bring my hands to my heart. Good, and you can stay here in stillness. So you could create a little bit of a bounce and notice how that feels. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good, and then if you're ready, stand up. Good, let the hands come down. Feel the energy in the legs. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath in. Beautiful. So then making sure you've got some space around you. We're going to be working with some arm movements here. So coming into a practice called Breath of Joy, again, is an energizing practice. So if you feel like you don't need more energy, then you can skip this one. Also, it's a lot of up and down movement. So if you have any kind of blood pressure issues, this might be a good one to skip. So for Breath of Joy, we take 3 small sips of air. So it sounds like this. 3 small sips of air. Those are the arm movements. We go up, out, And then we bend the knees and let the arms come back like this. We're coming almost down into that chair pose that we did. Let the arms come back. And when the arms come back, we exhale with a ha. Okay, so it'll look like this. Okay, we're going to do 5 of those together. And again, feel free to take it at your own pace or to come out whenever you need to. One more. Back up to standing. Again, bring your gaze down to the floor. Arms could be at your sides, feeling into the palms. Noticing if you feel any kind of energy moving there with all of those arm movements. Noticing where you feel the energy most in your body. Letting your awareness rest there for a moment. Lifting the gaze or opening the eyes. Extend the arms out to the side. Big breath in. Good. Big exhale. Bend softly into the knees. Hinge at the waist and then reach down towards your toes. Good. Inhale. Lift up halfway. Lengthening upper body forward. And then exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, press into the feet, sweep the arms out and up. Hands come together and down to the heart. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet. Inhale, out and up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Press into the feet. Inhale up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 hand to heart, 1 hand to belly, gaze towards the earth. Let the energy settle. Bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. Imagine drawing energy from the soles of the feet up into the body with the in-breath. Sending it all the way back down, really circulating it, dispersing it through the body on the out-breath. Take a few breaths like that. When you're ready, letting the hands come down. For our final pose here, we're going to bring ourselves into a bit of a balance, coming into tree pose. So shifting the weight over into your left leg. You're going to turn the right knee out and then draw it either, you can keep the toes pointing down towards the earth, you can lift it up towards the calf, or you can draw it up towards the thigh, just never pressing on the knee. Good. Hands can come to the heart, to the waist, or up and overhead, whatever feels best to you. Finding a non-moving focal point where you can rest your gaze, softening your shoulders. Staying here for as long as you'd like. When you're ready, gently releasing the hands down, releasing your leg, trying to come out with as much control as possible. Feeling the difference between the two sides. If you can, resisting the temptation to kind of shake anything out. Just instead, let that energy kind of be there. Feel it. Allow it. Then we'll shift it over to the other side. So bring your weight into your right foot. Left knee will turn out. Sole of the foot comes in. And it could stay grounded. It could come up to the calf. It could come up to the thigh. Hands to the heart. Hands to the hips. Hands up overhead. Whatever feels good for you. And finding that non-moving focal point, somewhere where you can rest your gaze to support your balance. Going in and out as you need to. Staying for as long as you'd like when you're ready. Releasing your hands down, releasing your foot down. Again, feeling the difference between the two sides, letting the energy settle. Draw the hands out in front. Take a deep breath in and lift the palms up. When you get to the level of heart, exhale, flip the palms, and the energy all the way back. Do that 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, big breath in. Exhale all the way. I thank you so much for joining me for this brief practice today. I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope to see you soon. Take care.